I started this business career very late in my life. I don't say it is late. Yeah, it's little, I was busy with my family and all that. So before that, I was a computer programmer, COBOL programmer, basic programmer. I quit my job after my wedding, and I had my son. So completely, I didn't work because he was a hyperactive child. So I was spending more time with him. Uh, that's when I started cooking more varieties of food, and then we had only Doordarshan, which used to show only Tarla Dalal. She's always my favorite, even now. She's one of my inspiration actually, after my mother and grandmother. So that's how it. And basically, my attitude is I can't be, I can't just sit and do nothing. When my son went to school, I used to have time. I did many businesses. In 2008, I realized that food is the thing which I should work with more passion. So I like elders and children. So I thought that is the easiest thing to connect with them is chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah, cheers, yeah.
Cheers. Yes. So my first question has to be like, what inspired you to be a chef?
What inspired me is actually, in 2007 and during that period when I wanted to become a chocolatier, I was having a very low moods and we were some personal problems. So I was going through some very difficult times. So to come out of it, I chose making chocolates. And when I chose that, and I thought I will go commercially. And the inspiration behind it is my son, basically, who, he loves to eat variety of things. And I never knew that I could cook so well until he came into my life. Oh. I used to do this since my childhood. My mother used to cook well, and my grandmother used to tell me those traditional things. And recently, when we did the pickles, I had my mom's diary wherein I was looking into it, and this time put it as whatever she did, we have done the same thing. So traditionally, she had taken it from her mother, and I have inherited from my mother. Though she was a working lady, whatever she could do it in her holidays, she used to do it. And that basic thing to love towards food, got it from my mother.
Wow. So I'm guessing it was your mother and grandmother who taught you how to cook?
Yes.
I love how your family has inspired you to be, like how your son has inspired you to become a chef and how you've learned it from your mom and grandmother. It's beautiful. So would you say the secret to your recipes is that family values?
Of course. My mother, whenever we get our friends to home, and those days, it's not like that somebody call you and come to your house. Nowadays, people do take appointments. It was never like that in our childhood. Even the relatives or the friends, they used to walk in. And if they come in the during lunch hour, it's like all of us used to eat together. That's it. I never heard my mother saying, "Arey, somebody has come. Do I have to cook again?" I never heard that from her. I think that value system sits in your mind. And today also, when somebody is angry or you feel like, giving them, sharing your food, that really works. That's very important, actually.
And I have to ask, how has your experience been with Tazo so far?
Good. I've done, 2-3 orders also with Tazo, and had good interaction.
Okay. So here's a fun segment that we do in Chai with Chef. It's called the rapid fire round. So the basic is that I will ask you a series of questions, and whichever is the first thing that comes to your mind, you have to answer.
Sure.
Okay. So my first question: are you ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. What are the 3 tools in your kitchen that you cannot live without?
I think a kadai and the thing which we grind with hand pounding thing,
Okay, right. The crusher, right? The hand crusher.
crusher. Yeah, that one. And I think a napkin.
So, out of curiosity, which crusher do you prefer, marble or wood, or altogether steel? Like, which one would you go for?
Marble. We have one here, the smaller one.
Ooh. So, what is the first word that comes to your mind when I say these words? So, let's start easy. First one is healthy.
Air fried.
Tomato pickle.
Good ingredients.
Chakli.
We should have the passion to do it.
Ah, and
They're doing chakli here right now. They're doing chakli actually.
wow. Is,
Uh,
is there a way we
so-
can see this? This is amazing. First time on Chai with Chef, we got to see how live it is made. This is amazing.
You just asked about chakli and you got to see it.
Yes, how cool is this? Thank you so much. What about chocolates
Chocolate is love.
and Tazo?
Good to connect.
So my next question is, what is your kitchen philosophy?
My kitchen philosophy is whatever you're making, make it with make it truthfully, and rest falls in place. Because our USP is we don't use reused oils. That's the main thing. The main problems which we get is with the reused oils. Our kitchen's motto is we don't use reused oils. Anytime if somebody enters into a kitchen also, they don't get that pungent smell of oil here. I wish you could smell our kitchen also.
I would love to be there, honestly.
Please. So these things and keeping hygiene kitchen, and at any point of time our kitchen is like that.
Wow.
Clean and hygiene.
So what are the 3 ingredients in your kitchen that you cannot live without?
Anybody can't live without salt and mirchi.
Correct.
And the main ingredient in the kitchen is, I think, is love. And I believe that all after having a long journey with my chocolates also, I feel that that's the only thing. Because of that, people will remember you. When I have so many returning customers for my chocolates and even the kitchen. Then they say chocolate, Silo chocolates. Yeah, Silo is there. So that's how people come back to me. I think that's very important.
I think it's very true for life also. In no matter what profession we are in, always come with a lot of love and work on it. So we play some other game called This or That. So I will give you 2 options and you just have to choose one of them. Okay? For example, would you rather have sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Okay. Would you go for pickle or would you go for chutney?
Pickle.
Would you go for chocolates or bundi laddu?
Chocolates.
Okay. Would you go for sticking to the recipe or would you try to experiment more with the recipe?
We do so much of experimenting here. I have come up with 4-5 keto products also. I have my own keto products.
Oh,
they were sold on Amazon. With we were tied up. We were tied up with another company, and we did that also before pandemic. So
brilliant.
Experimenting is,
I think, something you would recommend also.
Yes, you have to.
And what is your favorite dish on the menu?
I have whatever I do, I just love them. But if you ask you to name me, I have this jaggery shells. We call them gavalu in Telugu. They look like shells, seashells. They do it with hand. So those things I love, and I like actually we make rice crackers. It's called chekkalu in Telugu. I love them too.
Amazing. And my last question is, if there is a tip you would like to give to a budding chef out there, what would it be?
Keep trying. That's it. Don't give up. All of us have bad days. I have many bad days. We tend to, at times we lose a day also. That's okay. Nobody is, when we are dealing with ingredients, we don't know how they behave.
Correct.
It's like yesterday you will get a very good product and today you might not. Don't give up. That's the main thing. Lage raho. That's it.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So that was the last of my questions. Thank you so much. On that note, we can also do another cheers.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much for letting me question and do this interview.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.